All right, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back and good Monday morning to y'all on Antonicus Aurelius Motivates, my channel here again. I hope everybody is doing good this morning and all of that. About to go ahead and do what we always do every day on my walk and talk thing every day of the week. Y'all already know what we do. We do a topic of the day every day. Then I get out, do my little walk and talk exercise thing, break the topic down for you, tell you how I feel about it and all of that. We have a little discussion over it. Then after the video, if anyone would like to leave any positive feedback in the comment section below, thank you for that. Thank you for all the people who have already subscribed to my channel. I value and appreciate each and every one of you. And I thank you for all that you do to help motivate me, man. It really means a lot to me. And I'm just continuing to build right now, you know what I mean? So with that being said, y'all already know what I do every time. I go ahead and give a little introduction. So I would introduce myself at this point in time to go ahead and let y'all know a little bit more about myself and my channel. For those of you who may be coming in new to my channel, I'm Antonicus Aurelius, and everything that we do here on my channel, Antonicus Aurelius Motivates, it's all about positive vibes, man. It's all about uplifting, encouraging videos for any of you who may be going through your own personal battles, struggles, life's hardships, difficulties, whatever it is that you're dealing with, as I'm currently experiencing right now in my own personal life. I'm going through my own thing right now, you know what I mean? So, and those of y'all who have already been with me, you already know all this. Okay, so with that being said, and also I just always like to say, this channel here is also for any of you who, you may feel like you are just lost, abandoned, forgotten, or left out. If you feel that way, you're welcome here as well. I'm glad to have you here. And I just want you to know also that you are never abandoned or forgotten or left out long as you have God. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you as well. Okay. So that's another thing. And this is also for any of you. My channel here is also for any of you, who you're just trying to better yourself, man. You're just trying to make yourself into the best version of yourself. You're just trying to become better than you were before. That's who this channel is for as well. Or if you're just reaching for your own personal goals in life and stuff like that, I'm here to support you. I'm here for you as well. Okay? So with that being said, y'all already know what I do every time before I get into the topic of the day or the video. Those of you who have already been with me on my channel, y'all already know this, but I just do this every time because I have to explain about what I have survived. Okay? So I have personally survived pure hell, and I've lived to tell about it. And I'm still living through it right now to this very day, man. Totally wicked and evil people have done everything they could within their power to destroy my entire life and existence. They've done everything they could to silence my voice, to ruin my reputation, my business, to stop my music, to stop my whole vision for Christ's money, which I started back in 2013 for, my Christian rap music and stuff like that. They tried to stop all that. And then they sabotaged me. They went behind my back, backstabbed me. I've been backstabbed, betrayed. I've survived all of that. And then and then the worst thing that happened of all happened on September 25th, 2024, where our house was shot up in a drive-by shooting. Okay. So, this is what I've survived. And I've told this story before. That night on September 25th, 2024, I had came home from work. It was around 11:30 at night. I had took my shower. I had got out the shower and I was going to get my basket of laundry off the top of the dryer. And someone unloaded a whole clip down my road that night. Pat, 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 pat. I mean, a whole clip of a, high-powered rifle. And terrified the hell out of us. Scared my mom to death. My mom was screaming bloody murder. I had the dive bomb in my hallway, and there was gun smoke in the house. Terrifying, man. Literally terrifying. Then I got up. I had to call 911. The police came and everything. They did a report. We had to stay up that whole entire night because of that. And then the very next night, we had to turn around and go through a storm, Hurricane Helene storm, which terrified us again because we thought we was going to die because tornado warnings was going all off on our phone. And then me and my mom, we live in a little mobile home. So, we was worried because, it's like just a bad thunderstorm. It gets kind of scary in there, but anyway, so this is what we all live. This is what we live through. And, and I have lived to tell about this. And so, this gave me like a deeper appreciation for my life and everything like that. But these wicked and evil people here, they done terrorized, tormented, and traumatized my entire life, man. That's exactly what they done did to me. And like I said, I know the reasons why. It's because I went against the system, and because I expose everything in the illusion out here on a daily basis. Like, I expose the powers that be, and what they are doing, and the whole matrix. I expose it. And I know all about it. It's because God revealed the truth to me. This was when I was seeking God's face, like back since like 2009, 2010, around that time. And once I found out the truth about everything and everything became revealed to me, then once you see the truth, you can't unsee the truth, man. Once you know what it is and what's going on out here and how they pulling the strings on everybody and everything like puppets out here, and you see through the matrix, you can't unsee that. So ever since then, I know I've been targeted because of that. Because they know that. They know who knows, okay? So they tried to erase me because of that. And I'm living proof of it. I'm living proof that they try to erase whoever does not conform or participate in the nonsense and the narrative and the agenda. I'm living proof of it, man. So anyway, with all that being said, that's my testimony, all right? For any of you who are new here, you know now more about me and what I lived through, and what I've lived to tell about, and what I'm still living through to this very day. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into this topic today, man. And the topic today is going to be on how everything that they use to try to break you with, little did they know that was the same thing that was going to make you stronger, bring out your resilience, and show who you really were. They wasn't ready for that. They was going to, everything that they did to try to break you was only going to show them, how strong you were, bring out your resilience, and show exactly who you were, the diamond that you were. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's get into this topic. All right. and I'm at a different little bit of a location today because I noticed there was not a lot of people around here, and this is just a short area because I got to run some errands today, man, and do some things. So before I get into the to doing what I got to do for my day, I just wanted to make it kind of brief and also be in a location where there ain't a lot of people around and a lot of distractions. And this is a nice little park here where I'm at. But anyway, besides all that, like I was saying, back to the topic, not to stray too far off the topic. So like I was saying, man, yeah, man, see what they thought they was gonna do, that they was using to break you with, little did they know, that was gonna be what was gonna strengthen you. Bring out your true strength, show who you really were, and your resilience, and show you for the diamond that you were. See, the thing about this is this is the way God created you, the Most High. And they didn't know nothing about that. They didn't know nothing about, the strength that was placed within inside of you. And they didn't know nothing about that spirit that was inside of you that's unbreakable, that God created you that way to be. And it's like this, like, see, if you ever go and look or Google about like how diamonds are formed, like real diamonds, they are formed under tremendous pressure and heat. And that's what brings out these diamonds. So like when you see these, it's no wonder that you see all these fake rappers having to wear these diamonds, because they gotta wear something that's been formed under tremendous pressure. Because if they was put under the same pressure that you was put under, that you came through, they would never last. They would never last a second. They would break, they would crumble, because they don't have that same strength. They don't have that strength and that resilience like you do. You see? So that's what they didn't know. They didn't realize, and excuse the noise of I am close to it, like a highway here. There's some traffic going by. But, it's like, that's how diamonds are formed. And that's what they didn't know. That's what these wicked and evil people didn't know, man. They didn't know you was built different. They didn't know your genetic makeup or nothing like that, man. Like, they thought that, and that's another reason why we see what, like, that just makes me think back, you know what I mean, back to when, like, the whole, y'all already know what that all happened. It's no wonder, and I know that must have been also for like the chosen ones too, because it's no wonder that the whole thing was like designed to like mess with your genetics. Like if y'all look into that, like for real, man, like if y'all look into that stuff, like when that happened, and like what the pharmaceutical companies did, which we already know, they were all into like a lot of evil and stuff like that, already before all of this even happened. You know what I mean? You got all these millions of people on these pharmaceutical drugs, man, because what it is they poison us with the food first to make us sick, and then these people get poisoned. They poison themselves with drugs and cigarettes and alcohol and all that to make themselves sick. Then they get on these pharmaceutical drugs, which makes you even sicker. Then you got to take another pill to cure another pill for another pill, and you never getting no better. So not to stray off any real far, but the whole thing with that was like, we already see that like that was all like designed to like edit your like DNA and stuff like that. Like some of the companies like Pfizer or whatever, or I forget, Johnson & Johnson, it was like mRNA replacement, which actually goes in and like edits your DNA. And so that's what they was trying to do. And I know now, like I see now and I believe now, like that was actually like meant to target the ones who were chosen, because they was trying to mess up their genetic makeup, because they knew if they became who they were and awakened, then it would like shift the whole atmosphere around out here. But it's already happening anyway. Everything they tried to do failed. All of it failed. But it's all being exposed. And everybody is like becoming more aware of that. And little by little, as more and more of us speak out, you know what I mean, through our platforms or wherever we at, like we connecting and stuff like that more, like the dots to everything. But for real, man, it's like they was the whole time thinking that everything they was using against you and doing against you was gonna break you. But it brought out your resilience. It brought out your endurance. It showed just how strong you really were. It also revealed who you were, because you know you had a lot of people who painted you black or whatever because they was always trying to like tarnish your name and stuff like that to make you into somebody who you really wasn't. But when they did what they did to you, it showed who you really were, because you know your true self came out, because they could see that, you know, everything that was done in the dark is being brought to the light. Because man, it's like now there's no denying who you really are, and all that stuff. Like people starting to see now who you really are. Oh man, he ain't that way or whatever. Like I see him doing his thing. Like what you said about him was a lie, you know, because I see him doing his thing all the time, and he's consistent. He's always doing things to take care of himself and like that, like whatever. But what it was these people, they saw like maybe some of your failures and they lied on you, so they used that against you too to try to break you. And that's like a form of witchcraft. When you tell lies on somebody else who, you know, you don't know nothing about, and you slander them, that's a form of witchcraft, man. That's a form of witchcraft. That's the reason why all this gossip and stuff like that, like what people do behind other people's back, that's the reason why, like, I don't even get involved with that mess, man. You know, because you don't never know nothing about somebody who you talking about. And that's what most of these people do, man. They just waste their time, you know, running their mouth. You know, and they didn't know that all of that would just eventually reveal who you, eventually all of that would fail. They didn't know that all of that would eventually fail, and that you would be really revealed for who you truly and really were. The diamond that you were, man. And that's what you are now to this day. And you only getting brighter and shining your light and illuminating things even brighter than before. You know, you are a diamond. That's what you are. That's what you always were. And they tried to make you think less of yourself. They tried to destroy you. But they didn't know that you could not be destroyed because of that spirit that's within you, that's unbreakable. That brought out your resilience, brought out who you really were, and showed who God created you to be. So that's the message for today, man. So I hope everybody is doing good today. I hope everybody's going to have a good Monday, you know. So until the next message, y'all have a blessed day. Peace.